Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the English Learning Podcast. I'm really happy that you're here with me today. In this episode, we're going to talk about something every English learner struggles with: vocabulary. We will explore why vocabulary is important, how it affects your speaking, and the smartest ways to learn new words faster than ever. So sit back, relax, and let's start learning together. Many learners think the only way to learn vocabulary is by memorizing long lists of words. But honestly, that method doesn't work for most people. You might memorize a word today and forget it tomorrow. So the real question is, how do we learn vocabulary in a faster, smarter, and more permanent way? Let's begin with the most important point. Yes, vocabulary is important. Think of vocabulary as the building blocks of language. If grammar is the structure, vocabulary is the material used to build your sentences. Without enough vocabulary, you cannot express your ideas clearly. You may understand people, but you cannot speak confidently. Even native speakers sometimes forget grammar rules, but they always rely on vocabulary. Now you might ask, how much vocabulary do I really need? The truth is, you don't need thousands of complicated words. You only need the right words, words used in everyday English. For example, improve, change, challenge, experience, decide, continue. These words show up everywhere in speaking, reading, and listening. So now let's talk about how to learn vocabulary fast. I'm going to give you practical strategies that you can start using today. First, the easiest method is learn vocabulary in context. Never learn a word alone. Instead, learn the word inside a sentence. For example, instead of memorizing the word achieve, learn a sentence like, I want to achieve my goals this year. When you learn vocabulary inside a sentence, you understand how the word is used, and your brain remembers it naturally because it connects the word with meaning and emotion. Next, use the 5 times rule. This method means you should repeat a new word 5 times in one day, not at the same moment, but at different times. Morning, afternoon, evening, and before bed. The more your brain sees the word, the easier it becomes to remember. Another powerful strategy is use the words you learn. After you learn a new word, try to make your own small sentences. They don't have to be perfect. For example, if you learned the word improve, you can say, I want to improve my English. I want to improve my confidence. Exercise improves health. When you use the word in your own life, the word becomes yours forever. Let's move to another point. Don't try to learn 20 difficult words in one day. It's better to learn 5 useful words than 20 hard ones you'll forget tomorrow. Quality is better than quantity. Slow and steady wins the race. Another tip, connect vocabulary with visuals. If you hear the word mountain, imagine a mountain. If you learn the word success, imagine yourself being successful. The brain remembers pictures more easily than text. That's why learning vocabulary with images works extremely well. Now let's talk about something many learners forget: pronunciation. When you learn a new word, listen to the correct pronunciation. Say it out loud. Repeat it slowly and clearly. If you know the word but cannot pronounce it, it becomes difficult to use it during speaking. Pronunciation builds confidence. Another smart way to learn vocabulary fast is through stories, even short ones. When you read or listen to a small story, your brain learns vocabulary naturally without force. Stories help you understand the meaning, the usage, and the feeling of the word. You're not memorizing, you're experiencing. This leads us to another question. Is reading important for vocabulary? Absolutely yes. Even reading 10 minutes a day helps a lot. Choose simple articles, short stories, or easy blog posts. Every time you find a new word, try to guess the meaning from context before checking the dictionary. Guessing improves your language instincts. Let me also tell you the biggest secret of fast vocabulary learning: consistency. Learning vocabulary one day and then stopping for a week will never help. You must practice small steps every day. Even 5 minutes daily is better than 1 hour a week. Finally, remember that vocabulary is not something you learn once. It grows with you. Every day you learn something new, your English becomes stronger. The more vocabulary you have, the more confident you feel, the easier you speak, and the faster you understand others. To summarize, yes, vocabulary is very important. But the secret is not learning more. The secret is learning smart. Learn in context, repeat the word 5 times, make sentences, connect with visuals, practice pronunciation, use stories, read a little every day, and stay consistent. Thank you so much for listening to today's podcast. I hope that these tips help you learn vocabulary faster and more confidently. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Stay motivated, stay curious, and keep practicing your English. See you in the next episode.